Welcome back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Behind us stands the Pokemon League, the final challenge of Sinnoh. And today, we're going to be taking on the Elite Four, with it all leading up to our climactic final battle against the champion. And if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button if you've enjoyed the series, which is not quite coming to an end yet. I know last episode I said this would be the final episode, but we've still got a whole post-game to look forward to, and I've heard things get even more challenging there, so I'm very excited to take on those battles as well, but at least for the main story, this is the beginning of the end. So let's go ahead and show off our final roster here, kicking things off with Bonsai, our little Turtwig we met all the way back at Lake Verity, now all grown up with the whole tree growing on his back and holding the leftovers there, you might notice, and that's because our strongest attack is Wood Hammer, and it does quite a lot of recoil, so at least the leftovers will be able to counteract a little bit of that damage we'll take back. We've also got Earthquake, Leech Seed, and Crunch for a little bit of extra coverage and healing. Next is Toko. In the order that we actually caught the team in, Toko all the way back in Eterna Forest, and he is going to be sort of a mixed attacker actually. I'll show off his stats after, but you might notice we've got Air Cutter, Nasty Plot, Psychic, and I kept the Night Slash because I feel like it's nice to have at least one physical move, especially against the Psychic type Elite Four. And you'll notice that Toko actually has about equal special and physical attacks, so coupled with that Super Luck ability, Night Slash with the critical hits, I feel like it's gonna come in pretty handy. So moving on to Patchy, our fossil Cranidos. I'm actually not sure if we caught him before or after Benedict. It might have been around the same time, but you'll notice an insane attack stack there. 222, probably our highest or strongest physical attacker. And to go along with that, we've got the Head Smash at 150 power, but not the most accuracy. And actually, Patchy's other attacks, Iron Tail and Zen Headbutt, also don't have the best of accuracy, which is why I've actually got the Wide Lens on him, an item that will slightly boost the accuracy of moves, so as long as we hit these, we should be okay. Moving on now to Benedict, our Togekiss. It was so funny watching this little dude desperately trying to keep up with us, coupled with the Choice Specs there, which will boost special attack but only allow the use of one move, and this might actually end up backfiring because we do have Roost, so I don't think we're actually going to be able to make too much use of that move, but at least the other ones, Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Dazzling Gleam, will be able to hit even harder than usual as they are all special moves, and you might have seen there we do have a nice 169 special attack. So moving along to Travolta, our Electivire with the Motor Drive there and second highest physical attack, but still not too bad of a special. So I've actually got a bit of a mix set on him as well, starting with the Wild Charge, our main stab move or same type attack bonus, 90 physical power. We've also got Low Kick, Flamethrower, and Earthquake for a little bit of coverage. Because of that wide variety of moves that it's got, I've actually given Travolta the Expert Belt as it will boost super effective moves no matter what type they are. And last but certainly not least, we've got Yukina, our latest addition, the Frostlass who we caught underground as we reach Snow Point City. This is going to be our main special attacker. Well, you know, that special attack stat's not looking too hot, but the speed is looking really good, so hopefully it can outspeed the enemy that can apparently reach Mach speeds. I am, of course, talking about Cynthia's Garchomp, but that's not until the next episode. You might notice one more thing that I talked about last episode we haven't quite changed yet, and that is our outfit. The votes are in, and Tiny Tim has taken the win. I'm not exactly too surprised, because like that meme was just way too funny. Ever since we first put on that outfit, and I'll dip my little British accent, or I just felt right at home with this 1800s fit from London. But I was surprised to see the Platinum outfit actually get quite a bit of heat, coming in at second place, with the Cyber Style following in third, and a lot of people actually riling behind the leather outfit. And we will be changing into our Tiny Tim fit right after this. Because before taking on the Elite Four, we've got Butt. Don't go off without me. you're challenging the Pokemon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too. Let's see who's more worthy of making the challenge with a battle. And I've just remembered one last thing I was supposed to switch up. Literally, we're supposed to change the battle style from switch to set so that in between taking out Pokemon, we actually don't get a chance to switch. That'll add a little bit more challenge, but speaking of challenge, I've got Bonsai leading the charge against the Staraptor. Not exactly the best matchup, so let's get our Torterra on out of there and send Pachi instead. I'm hoping that Butt went for the Brave Bird and we'll just be able to tank that up. Plus, also, okay, you've got Pluck instead. I mean, I know that Staraptor for sure. I think it learns Brave Bird pretty late, like level 50. So, my goodness, it definitely has the close combat though. I believe it learns that upon evolving, but it's still not quite enough to knock out Pachi. And with the special defense drop, or physical defense, this head smash is not gonna take it out because this dude brought a focus sash. You've gotta be kidding me. Okay, well that kind of sucks, and Pachi's actually gonna take itself out. Oh no, this is not the start I was hoping for at all. Well, I mean, this is a good chance to test out Yukina's speed. It's like our fastest team member, so, you know, we should be faster than this Staraptor. And indeed we are, so we can finish it off with an Ice Beam. I probably should have just sent out Yukina from the start. I mean, I don't think there's anything Staraptor really would have had super effective against us. And now Pachi is God. That's certainly not the start I was hoping for, but, you know, what can we do? Man had the Focus Sash. I actually was not able to secure one for myself because even though actually a lot of people, okay, we're just both gonna miss our attacks. That's nice. I'm gonna try to Will-O-Wisp this again, so you guys can see that Hex is actually not as bad as you might think. I mean, I know Shadow Ball would have been better, but I couldn't get it, like I said. And I also could not get the Focus Sash for Yukina. That is something a lot of people actually recommended in the comments, that you can get on the way to Ramanas Park. There's like a house, so you gotta show a guy a Pokemon of a certain level, and every day he will give you a different item. But I wasn't able to get the Focus Sash. 2 days in a row, I got the Expert Belt and the other item that he gives you that I forgot. But basically, it was not the Focus Sash, and so that's why we've got the Wise Glasses instead. So we gotta pray that Yukina can maybe survive a hit from Garchomp or whoever it ends up going against. I mean, we can also hope that we're at least faster, which I think that we will, just because Yukina's speed is the highest on our team. I feel like we'll be okay, as I'm actually not sure why I went for the Will-O-Wisp on Snorlax there, because it's not like we can even hit it with Hex anyway. But hey, at least, you know, it'll be doing a little bit of extra damage every turn, and also cut its attack so it can't hurt us back, or at least not as bad as usual. I'm going straight for Travolta, who I also wish I could have gotten a better fighting type move for, but we're stuck with the low kick. I couldn't find another TM for Brick Break, and we wasted that on our own Floatzel actually, who Barry had before. Shadow Ball ended up going to our Ambipom, so a couple of TMs that I probably should have saved until the end, but hey, look at that. The low kick still gets the job done with a critical hit, thanks to the power of love. We've already got a whole bunch of lovey-dovey business going on. Wait a minute. I just realized I actually do have the battle style on set. What the heck? I did it preemptively, apparently, because I knew that I would end up forgetting. So I guess I did it off screen, and we've got another close combat coming out, but not quite going to be able to finish us. So with that defense drop again, the Earthquake should be able to one-shot Infernape. At least Barry's finally figured out how to evolve his Pokemon. That's no longer an issue. For him, I mean. I guess I had a bigger issue with it than him, actually. But, you know, now he's got a fully stacked team. And next up is going to be Heracross, which we do have Flamethrower, actually. But somehow I feel like Wild Charge might do more damage. And we are faster, so let's go for it! Oh, not quite gonna finish it. And Travolta with the recoil is definitely not gonna die here. Barry going for the Sword Dance. Interesting strategy there. If only you were faster, but you're not. So Travolta's gonna flamethrower that Heracross right on down the hill. Sorry, I don't think Heracross did anything really bad to deserve that, but I'm just trying to make a play off the fact that we used a fire move, okay? Heracross isn't that evil. I fully believe in this last one. There's no reason not to. I don't believe in it all that much, especially because we've got that flamethrower. So Travolta, you know what to do, homie. Send it right back burning to the pits of... We're not gonna say that again. Send it back to the Home Depot garden section you picked it up from. Yeah, something like that. What just happened? My team still needs raising? Well, at least you actually let your Pokemon evolve this time around. I guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. Darn it! Just you wait. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League. Because I'm gonna become the toughest Pokemon trainer there is. The champion. You better not lose to anyone before me. Wasn't planning on it, homie. That's it, guys. We've taken down the toughest trainer in all of Sinnoh, which means we're champion, right? It's all over? No, of course not. We've got some more preparations to do before taking on the Elite Four. And first, we're heading back to Veilstone for what you've all been waiting for. It's time to get into our proper fit. As I mentioned, there is a lot of post-game still to go through, and so I think what I'm going to do is use the Platinum outfit for the whole post-game and all of the rematches. Since it was the second most voted, I know a lot of people want to see it, but at least for this Pokemon League challenge, we're going with the Spring style, aka Tiny Tim! Right, there's one more thing I want to grab here in Eterna City. Right next to the Galactic building, we've got this little shop that sells some herbs. A very inexpensive medicine. The best one you can get yourself is the Revival Herb. It will fully revive fainted Pokemon with their full HP. Also recommend some heal powders. They're basically the same thing as a full heal, except a lot cheaper. And even though it says your Pokemon won't be as happy, trust me, they're gonna love whatever that green powder might be. Okay, that's enough of the Tiny Tim bit. I can't do the accent for the whole episode. But now it's time to face the Elite Four for realsies. Except I want to buy a couple more. I guess maybe some full restores might not be bad either. As you can see, full heals cost like double the cash that those herbs do. And the same thing with the Max Revive, actually. They don't even sell. So get yourself some of those herbs, even though they're going to lower your Pokemon's happiness. At this point, they should be plenty friendly, and it's not really going to affect you too badly. So that's it. We've got everything we need. It's time to talk to this man and face our destiny. Let me confirm you're qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. I need to examine the gym badges you've gathered. Orberg's Coal Badge, Eterna's Forest Badge, Veilstone's Cobble Badge, Pastoria's Fen Badge, our Ohm's Relic Badge, Canalave's Mine Badge, Snowpoint's Icicle Badge, and finally Sunny Shore's Beacon Badge. We've done it, lads! Yes! I feel so accomplished with that music! Very well! Trainer, you've indeed collected all the gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here, and go for glory! Let's do this! I'm so nervous, honestly. Let's go ahead and save the game first. See our roster one last time stacked up right there on the save screen, and step inside the real gates of hell. Okay, it's not that serious. Oh my goodness. Maybe it is with that music. Jeez. Talk about foreboding. But I'm going to give you guys all the strategies you need, starting off with this guy who's going to use bug types. I recommend either flying, fire, or rock types to take him down, as those will of course be super effective. So we're going to lead off with Toko, our flying haunch crow, and face our first member of the Elite Four. Hello, and welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. Good to meet ya. Oh, I should explain. I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. They're nasty mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challengers here in this room? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. What's so perfect about this room? Or what does that have to do with anything, dude. I don't even think bug Pokemon are all that crazy. I don't know what you see in them, but as you'll notice, Aaron has actually only got 5 Pokemon. Apparently, I can't count. But the champion will definitely have 6. That's another thing that I saw in the comments, is I should try to have the same amount of Pokemon as the Elite Four have got. But I don't think you can actually swap between your box here in the Pokemon League. Like, once you've gotten into the Elite Four, you can no longer swap your Pokemon out. But yo, the action pose from Aaron, I like that, bro. Let's kick things off with an Air Cutter, as of course Dustox is going to be a Bug and Poison type, so definitely weak to those Flying type moves. I don't believe it has Levitate either, so you could technically go for a ground move, but I think Bug actually resists ground, so it would end up being neutral. I definitely recommend, like I said, Rock, Fire, or Flying type, as it actually goes for the Toxic, which is not great. The power of Friendship might end up shrugging that away, but, you know, we're not going to rely on it. Oh, actually, I've just realized Psychic is also a good option here, since, of course, Poison types are weak to Psychic, and we might as well have actually set up a nasty plot for the rest of the Pokemon on his team. I feel like we could just sweep through with Toko, honestly. I mean, it's still not too late, and there it is, exactly what I was waiting for. As you'll notice, Dustox also has the Black Sludge, which is basically the same thing as Leftovers, but only works on Poison-type Pokemon, healing them up a little bit each turn. So now we're going to go for the nasty plot and try to set up for that sweep. That will drastically raise our special attack, and even though Bug Buzz seemed a little bit dangerous there because we are half Dark type, thankfully our Flying type kind of counteracts that a little bit. So now we're still faster, and with the nasty plot, we're going to be doing even more damage than earlier. Not that we really need it, because Dustox was already down to red HP, but, you know. Basically, all the rest of his Pokemon will now get one shot thanks to the nasty plot that we just set up. As next up will be Heracross. This dude is going to be Bug and Fighting type, so definitely just use Flying. It's going to be 4 times super effective, but it's actually faster with the Rock Slide. Toko just barely hanging on to dear life there, possibly because of how high leveled we are, but trust me, even though it might seem we're a little bit over leveled right now, when we get to that champion, it's not gonna be quite so easy, I guess. Like, the over leveledness is not gonna be as apparent, but right now, definitely coming in clutch, surviving that Rock Slide and knocking out Heracross in one hit. Don't really need nasty plot, I don't think. Like, any flying move would have probably knocked that dude out in one hit regardless. But it will certainly help out against Beautifly here, who is Bug and Flying type, so Rock will definitely be your best friend against it. If not just, you know, what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm pretty sure we're going to one-shot the rest of his squad. And this is a strategy you can try against all of the Elite Four. Just set up either Swords Dance or Nasty Plot and sweep through their whole team. We got Vespiquen, the queen of the bees, up next, making us too nervous to eat berries, but I don't think we really even have any berries right now. And we're still faster, so with the Air Cutter Nasty Plot combo, we're gonna absolutely obliterate that as well. I honestly feel kind of bad now. Like, not for Aaron, of course, I don't care about this dude. I mean, for my own team, like, I want everybody to get a little bit of a shot at battling. Pachi hasn't even seen any action yet, but perhaps against his final Pokemon we will. We've got Drapion with a very nice display of stickers there on. Oh god, we're finally slower, and so Toko is gonna get knocked out, fainted, and done. You know, I probably should have tried to play this not losing any Pokemon, so like I totally could have switched out to someone else there, but I suppose it's too late now, and I'm not sure why I'm actually going for Pachi, because Drapion here actually isn't a bug type at all. Technically, Skorupi, the pre-evolution, is bug and poison, but as a Drapion, it's actually a poison and dark type, so its main weakness is going to be ground type attacks. Since it's half dark, you actually can't hit it with psychic moves, so ground is going to be your best friend against Drapion, as it goes for a ground move of its own, which is super effective, but Pachi just tanks it. Unfortunately, I didn't teach Pachi any ground moves, but the head smash is still more than enough able to absolutely one-shot it. But the recoil though, oh my goodness. No, Pachi, that's the second time that's happened now. But, you know, we win in the end. That's all that really matters, right? I will now concede defeat, but I think you came to see how great bug-type Pokemon can be. I hope you also realize what you're up against in the Pokemon League. Battling is a deep and complex affair. Only thing complex there was trying to fight how hungry I am right now. I lost with the most beautiful and toughest of the bug Pokemon. We lost because I wasn't good enough. That's it, back to training. Let's hear it for me. No, that was wrong. Anyway, go on to the next room. 3 more trainers are waiting for you, and they're all tougher than me too. Oh man, that was pretty crazy. Thankfully, we did buy those healing herbs that I mentioned earlier. You'll see this bitter medicine actually heals your Pokemon back up to full health, so I definitely recommend grabbing some of these for the Pokemon League. One cool thing though is all of the Elite Four's rooms, like the little holograms they've got here, actually show off their types. So you'll see little butterflies, hence the bug type Pokemon that Aaron had. I think the real reason he lost though is because his last Pokemon wasn't even the type that he's supposed to be a master of. Like, come on bro, you can't just cheat with the Drapion. Next up though, we've got Bertha, and as you might notice from the little holograms I've mentioned, and the color of the room overall, is very brown, as she is actually a ground type expert. So we are going to be switching things over to Yukina. We could actually go for Bonsai instead, as I believe her first Pokemon, oh yeah, you definitely want to have a grass type leading the party, and you'll see exactly why as we step up to Big Bertha. Or should I say, old Bertha? You're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned? I would certainly love to, Bertha. It will be an honor. I like how in the transition it kind of looks like our character is trying to reach out for her hand there. Oh, she's still reaching out her hand. Like, I thought I was the peasant here. I should be the one on the streets asking for money. But yeah, there it is. Her first Pokemon is going to be a Quagsire, meaning that if we had led off with Yukina, wouldn't quite be as effective as a grass type because, of course, Quagsire is water and ground, so it will resist ice type moves, or they'll be neutral effective. You know, it could still work out, but not as well as a wood hammer to the face, knocking it out in one hit. But we are going to take quite a bit of recoil damage there. Not as much as Patchy, but, you know, it's still pretty substantial. At least we heal back some of that hammering we took. And I believe Bertha also has a Whiscash on her team, so, hey, speak of the devil, there it is, that Majin fish, or Waluigi fish. I don't know why it's got that W on its forehead. Maybe because its name is Whiscash, or Wishcash. I don't know, but even with the weakening berry, a wood hammer will absolutely destroy it. So definitely recommend having a grass type leading off your team against Bertha here. My only worry now is that recoil from wood hammer. Thankfully we do have the leftovers to at least counter that a little bit, but what the heck is going on with the lights above the room here, like the stadium? Oh, and on the door too, dude. That's kind of trippy. Like the way that, I don't even know what that is. I guess it's supposed to be like grains of sand in a sandstorm or something. Pretty trippy effects you've got going here, Bertha. Especially for an old lady. I wouldn't expect her to be having EDM strobe lights installed in her room. Anyway, Sudowoodo also gonna fall to the wood hammer. Nothing really to worry about so far. I mean, she is actually gonna have another rock type Pokemon. That Sudowoodo wasn't even ground. Again, the Elite Four here in Sinnoh, they like to get a little tricky with it, having Pokemon that aren't exactly of the type that they're experts of. And whoa, this Golem is actually going to be faster than us. I was certainly not expecting it. And judging by the fact that usually every Graveler and Geodude, yeah, it's going to have the Sturdy. So it's actually going to live. And because of the wood hammer's recoil, Torterra will actually go down. Oh, that's not good. So the other type I highly recommend against Bertha is, of course, water type Pokemon. And especially against Golem here, it is going to be a rock and ground type. So Water type moves will be 4 times super effective. Fighting type could work too. She did have Sudowoodo, so at least 2 of her Pokemon are weak to fighting. But water overall probably best along with grass because of course she does have 2 Pokemon that are water and ground. So just bringing a water type out here would not exactly work out. Ice also seems to get the job done as her final Pokemon will be the Hippowdon. And it kicks up that Sandstorm. Now those trippy effects on the door and above make a little bit more sense, but I think we should be alright with an Ice Beam to the face. Not actually going to finish it, and I'm pretty worried because, yes, Hippowdon here has the crunch, and it's gonna one-shot us with a critical hit. Oh no, Yukina! That's not good at all. We've got 2 Pokemon fallen to Big Bertha. Oh, I am certainly wishing that we had the Focus Sash now. I was not expecting to get one shot. Dear child, don't assume for an instant you've won yet. I'm not assuming anything. You're the one assuming that, of course, she's got a full restore. And I've got nothing left that's super effective, so we're really just gonna have to rely on the air slashes here from Togekiss, which do more than half of its health, so I think we're more than okay. As long as we're faster here, which I'm pretty sure that we are. But another thing to watch out with this Hippowdon, it does actually have Ice Fang, so it has a little bit of a counter for flying Pokemon, since of course they can't get hit by ground. I feel like they would be a pretty common thing that people use against Bertha. But thankfully our Togekiss was faster, and we finish it! Poor old lady didn't see it coming. Dear child, I must say that was most impressive. Your Pokemon believed in you, and you believed in them. Even though I've lost, I find myself with this silly grin. I'm grinning all the way through this. Like, this Elite Four, despite us being so over-leveled, has so far managed to knock out 2 of our Pokemon each. That's a little bit worrying. You're quite something, youngster. I like how you and your Pokemon earn the win by working as one. That's what makes you so strong. I think that you can go as far as you want. And indeed we will go on to the next room. Or at least the hallway leading to it. And that reminds me, I've actually got to heal my Pokemon, so let's do that real quick. Couple more revival herbs for the homies Bonsai and Yukina. F's in the chat. And Benedict took a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's necessarily worth healing, as the next Elite Four member will be Ronald McDonald! I mean, Flint. Yes, of course, his name is Flint. Of course, he is a master of fire Pokemon, so I think we might be better off leading with Pachi, since of course fire is weak to rock type as well as ground and water, and maybe one more I'm not thinking of, but yo trainer, you had me counting the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. Oh, you know dang well what I'm here for, Flint. Where are them chicken fingers? That's the only fingers I want to hear you talking about. I heard from Volkner what you did in Sunny Shore. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? What, that's it? Not even gonna mention the chicken nuggies? Come on, bro, I know you're hiding them up in that afro. I don't even care if they've got hair on them at this point. I'm just that hungry. Come on, Flint, I thought you were a man of your word, but you leave me no choice but to make you face the wrath of Tiny Tim. You can't deny, though, it's not just the red afro. The guy's shirt is yellow, and I guess he's wearing like little flip-flops. That's not exactly Ronald McDonald style, but geez Louise! The Rapidash has got the counters ready with the Iron Tail there. Thankfully, we do not miss the head smash, and we're gonna absolutely smash that like button, the Rapidash down, but also get flame-bodied. I think we might actually just die to the recoil, just barely living. Oh gosh, I hope we don't get hit by the burn. Of course we do. Pachi, what is this, dude? You've done great so far, just destroying the leads for all of these Elite Four, but then we just end up dying to recoil. I'm honestly not sure what Flint might be going for next. He does have one very tricky Pokemon in his arsenal. Actually, he's got a couple of Pokemon that might be weak to Travolta, so that's what we're gonna go for. And indeed, he is going for the Steelix up next. Now, thankfully, this dude, despite being a steel and ground type, does not have any ground moves, so we should be pretty okay to hit the low kick. I mean, we could have actually gone for Flamethrower instead. That might have one-shot it, because Steelix definitely has a higher physical than special defense, so Flamethrower might have done a little bit more there. I mean, we survived the crunch though, and we are faster, so with a Flamethrower, we will certainly finish off this big ol' steel snake. But what the heck is this thing doing on Flint's team? Is it because it kind of looks like chicken nuggies put together? Like, you know, the little links of Steelix? They're like steel nuggets. Why am I still talking about this? Oh my goodness, it continues. This man just refuses to have any fire Pokemon on his team. And it could be because there's like barely any fire types in Sinnoh, but also because, I don't know actually, I think that is the main reason why. And his next Pokemon will be the Lopunny, who doesn't quite finish us off there with the high jump kick. That's pretty interesting. I would have expected that to do a lot more damage. Maybe if it was a Mega Lopunny, which of course becomes normal fighting type, but regular old Lopunny is just normal type, so doesn't quite get as much damage from the high jump kick. Anyway, I'm going for the Wild Charge to finish things off, even though this is probably going to, you've gotta be kidding me. Not only does it not die, but also we don't die from the recoil. That's maybe more surprising. This is not good. And you've got the leftovers too. Oh, geez. I'm probably expecting a full restore to come out, and we actually don't have... Oh, wait a minute. We do have a secret weapon against Lopunny. And it's gonna be Benny. With the Aura Sphere that we taught it last episode in Pastoria City, there's the move Relearner. And yeah, we got a fighting type move on another Pokemon now, thankfully. So this Lopunny is in for a world of hurt. As we've got the choice specs, I would not be surprised if this barely doesn't one-shot it. That's unfortunate. But I don't think Flint is going to go for any more full restores, and we should be still faster. Plus, I don't think this Lopunny has... Okay, another full restore? That's interesting. It does have Mirror Coat, so if it somehow survived and then went for that after, it would probably kill Togekiss, but I think we're faster, so we should be A-okay with just one more Aura Sphere. The main thing worrying me now is this thing is wasting a lot of our PP, but Aura Sphere actually has 20, so we're okay. And it is actually faster than us, but just goes for Fire Punch, which doesn't really hurt at all. At least it has a fire move, you know, it might not quite be a fire Pokemon, but the fire move makes a little bit of sense there. And next up, we're gonna have yet another not fire type Pokemon. Why does this dude have a Drifblim? Unfortunately, we have the choice specs on Benedict, so that means we can only use Aura Sphere, and Drifblim is of course a ghost and flying type, so not gonna be able to get hurt by fighting type moves. Best thing to use against it are definitely either Dark or Ice or Electric, but of course Travolta already died, so we're gonna go for Yukina instead, who's gonna avoid the Will-O-Wisp. That is pretty good actually. I mean, it wouldn't have really hurt us in terms of the physical attack drop, but would have been annoying nonetheless to deal with being burned. So we're gonna hit the Ice Beam, do about half of its health, and trigger that Citrus Berry. But we should be okay because I don't think this thing has any ghost moves for whatever reason. Its main strategy is actually to use Minimize and then Baton Pass it over to another one of Flint's Pokemon. But we're not even gonna give it the chance to do that. Well, maybe I spoke too soon because there's one Minimize already, and if we miss our Ice Beam, that's gonna be really bad for us, but we don't miss those. What did I say earlier, dude? We just do not miss here in the Pokemon League, so crisis averted. We've knocked down the raid boss Drifblim, thankfully, and Yukina's actually gonna be learning Shadow Ball off of it. Okay, so there it is. I don't know if I actually even want to get rid of Hex at this point, but yeah, you know what? Let's do it. It's not like we've really gotten the Will-O-Wisp off too many times. That's when Hex really does more damage, is if the enemy has a status ailment, it does double the damage. But Flint's final Pokemon is coming up. I can feel your determination. Your will is overpowering my Infernape! He's finally gonna have another fire type. Literally the only two fire Pokemon in all of Sinnoh, even though I guess there's like Magmortar and Houndoom, but This dude don't have him, and I don't know why I stayed in. I guess I thought maybe we would be faster. I mean, it's actually a good thing I tested it because I was really worried about, oh god, what are we gonna do right now? I guess I'll go for Benedict and hope for some air/flinches, but I'm pretty sure this Infernape is gonna be faster than us anyway. And it's got the Thunder Punch to counter any potential flying types he might bring against it because, of course, Infernape is fighting and fire type. And it's also got a Focus Sash. You've got to be kidding me, bro. That's not good. The situation's heating up. I'm blazing. You better be blazing up those chicken nuggies, bro. I'm getting real dang hungry. And, okay, I got scared of what that prompt was, but yeah, I mean, we know that we're slower here. We could have actually switched over to Torterra, tanked the Thunder Punch because, of course, ground Pokemon don't get affected by electric attacks. But I'm not really activating my big brain right now. I gotta kick it in before we get to Cynthia, dude. This is not going well, and this dude has Fire Punch too. I mean, we knew that, but I wasn't expecting it to one-shot with a critical hit. We're down to our last Pokemon, bro. This cannot be happening. There's no way we're about to lose to this Infernape with 1 HP left. Like, come on, dude. Toko, you can tank this. Yes, thank goodness. No electrifying paralysis. You know what I mean. Oh my goodness. That really came down to it. Jesus. We had to use all 6 of our Pokemon. Flint, my man. You almost burned me out. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't looking down on you, but I didn't think for a second that I'd lose. This is fantastic. You and your Pokemon are inspiring. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm actually sweating right now. And I don't think it's just the fire in the room. I don't know, maybe it's just Flint's energy burnt right down to cinders. Oh my gosh, did that really just happen? And wait a minute. More importantly, you can see my character looking around, bro. Where are the chicken nuggies at? All of our Pokemon fainted. We could have maybe avoided one of them if I switched on that Thunder Punch with Bonsai, but then you guys saw, dude had the Fire Punch ready for us. Although I feel like if it wasn't a critical hit, we probably would have lived, so I don't know. That was a little bit cheap from Flint there, but we are now moving on to the final member of the Elite Four, and possibly the most challenging of them all. It's Lucian, the master of psychic types. The little holograms in his room kind of look a little more ghosty to me than psychic. I don't know how you would really show psychic visually, but we're definitely going to lead off with Toko for this one. Even though he's not at exactly full health, should be more than plenty to take on this John Lennon looking dude. You timed your arrival well. I've just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian, a user of psychic types. Damn, man's styling with those glasses. I'm kinda jealous. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I am the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I'll have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Well, I'm certainly not holding back either. Let's get it, Lucian. Both of us reaching out for something we know we're never quite gonna be able to reach. I just love this man's whole style, dude. The red suit with the glasses, that might actually be a little bit inspiring for my wedding I've talked about coming up next year. Red outfit sounds pretty sick, but unfortunately he's gonna be leading off with a Mr. Mime, which back in Gen 4 would have been fine, but now is actually a psychic and fairy type. So yeah, we're definitely not gonna keep Toko in here, because I do not want to get hit by a dazzling gleam right now. And it's actually not even going to go for it, instead setting up the Reflect, making his whole team tankier against physical moves. Thankfully, Shadow Ball is a special move and should be super effective. Against Mr. Mime, Dark type will be neutral, and Ghost moves, I mean, it didn't actually do all that much, and jeez, that Psychic hurts, dude. Oh god. Yukina's gonna die here, isn't it? And then it's gonna full restore, and this is not off to a great start. Now we get the special defense drop. Come on. Certainly could have used that earlier, but of course not. And now Yukina's gonna go down. And we actually don't have anything else super effective against, wait a minute. We do actually have something. The Iron Tail from Patchy. Because Mr. Mime is now half fairy type, that means it's actually weak to poison as well as steel type. So that's what we're gonna go for. Actually, I'm expecting a full restore, so I'm gonna go for my Swords Dance. I don't think it has anything that can one-shot us, so with the Swords Dance Iron Tail, we should be able to do more than enough damage to take this thing out in one hit. Even if it did use Reflect, which, as you guys might remember at the beginning of the battle, raises physical defense for all of the Pokemon on his team. And now he's throwing up the light screen too. Oh, that's what I was really worried about, dude. No! This is what I was even more worried about. We finally missed one. Oh, Pachi, why? You hit all your head smashes, but not the Iron Tail, buddy? Come on. All right, well, second time's the charm. We're gonna get that Mr. Mime the heck on out of there, but still, that's not good, dude. That Mr. Mime is actually holding Light Clay, which will extend the amount of turns that Reflect and Light Screen last for from 5 all the way to 8 turns. So basically both Lucian's physical and special defense are raised for his entire team right now. I don't know for how many more turns exactly. I also don't think that we're going to be faster than a Medicham right now, but we might as well try it, right? Come on, Pachi. No, we missed! You've got to be kidding me! Oh! And of course, you don't miss your high jump kick. Oh my goodness, that is very, very sad, actually. Well, I mean, Toko should be able to handle this. Then again, this Medicham, I believe, does have the Thunder Punch as well. Lucian and all of the Elite Four in this game in general are very good at having things to counter their most popular counters. So, yeah, we're actually not going to be doing that much damage at all. Doesn't even need the Thunder or Ice Punch. Oh man, I guess Benedict was maybe the better choice of flying type here, and now Toko's dead. We needed Toko alive to handle his other psychic types. Jeez, this dude still got 4 more Pokemon after this Medicham. Oh man, at least we're able to finish it with 1 more Air Slash, and Benny's still at full health, and we do at least still have most of our team, but the 2 that are actually the most crucial against psychic Pokemon are dead. Or fainted. So, yeah, it's really all gonna have to be on Benny here. Maybe we can get a couple of flinches. Hey, there's one. That's what I like to see. Can we get another, though? With the Serene Grace Air Slash combo. Come on, Benny. I believe. Yes! That's 2 flinches in a row. But I don't think another Air Slash will actually finish it quite yet. Because, yeah, it's gonna leave it just barely at red. And we do get a 3rd flinch, though. We're getting real lucky right now, dude. That's honestly what's saving our butts. He did go for the full restore, and I believe I saw the light screen finally wore off. So these Air Slashes are gonna hurt a lot more now. And we're still faster, so you've got to be kidding me, dude. No! We missed! That sucks! And now it sets up the Trick Room, so slower Pokemon will be faster. That means Girafarig is going to hit that Thunderbolt. That is certainly not good at all. At least we don't miss again. So Girafarig is going to go down, evening up this battle at 3 Pokemon fainted for each of us. Togekiss luck really came clutch there, as Alakazam will be his 4th. And because of the Trick Room, I think we might actually be faster now, because normally Alakazam is a very, very fast Pokemon. Even faster than Togekiss, so yeah, the Trick Room, if you don't know, reverses speed, basically, so slower Pokemon will act faster. And we get another flinch, baby! Let's go, 1 more! Well, we don't even need the flinch anymore. We just gotta hit the Air Slash and take out the Alakazam. That is really, really good. I mean, I'm always scared of Alakazams, dude. Now what should I do? Oh, now you're getting a little stressed, aren't you, dude? His final Pokemon will be Bronzong. Now this thing might just be the toughest one to take down out of his whole team. It's only weak to fire and dark type moves, which thankfully we do have on Bonsai. We've got that crunch there, so I think that's who we're gonna go for. We do also have the Flamethrower on Travolta, And Bronzong can have one of two abilities, either Levitate or Fireproof or Heatproof, which lowers the damage that you take from fire moves. But I believe this one here actually has Levitate, so you can't go for the Earthquake. Otherwise, that would obviously be our best choice right here. So instead, we're going to go for the Crunch, which should still be super effective, but not actually do all that much damage. And why are you going for another Trick Room, bro? Are we actually slower or faster? I don't even know. Bonsai is pretty dang slow, so I feel like this might actually be for our benefit instead. Oh, nope, it's definitely for him. And he has Earthquake, which thankfully Bonsai can just eat up and take no damage at all. That would have been pretty worrying for Travolta because, of course, he's electric type, so good thing we went for Bonsai instead. The crunches might take a while to whittle him down, but we're gonna win eventually, okay? I feel like our victory against Lucian is all but secured right here. Honestly, I was most worried about that Alakazam because Psychic from that thing really hurts, especially because it actually has Nasty Plot. So if it's able to set up one of those on you, you're pretty much done for. Unless you've got something that resists Psychic, like Steel, or I guess Dark type too is immune to Psychic. And I don't believe it has Focus Splash, which is usually like the bane of all Dark Pokemon against Psychic types. But yeah, that Alakazam actually not as bad as I thought. And with one final crunch, we'll knock out the Bronzong. The Liberty Bell rings for our victory, and Benedict now somehow the highest level on our team. I see. Wait, you took off the glasses and see better? You getting past the three before me was no fluke. Your power is real. You better believe it, dude. I'm coming for the championship title. Congratulations, you've now beaten the Elite Four. However, that doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Now go on, step through the doorway to your final battle. Oh my gosh, I can't handle this right now, dude. I need to take a break. I haven't had breakfast yet, so hopefully that'll be what gives me the brain energy that I need, because that was way closer than it needed to be. But the final challenge still awaits. In the next episode, we'll take on the champion of Sinnoh. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash like down below. I'm gonna need all the likes in the world. They fuel me, they power me against the champion, which as soon as we step through those doors, I believe the battle will trigger. So I'm gonna be waiting right here until the next episode.